Hey everyone, it is week 7 and you are going to be continuing your project in your natural area. This week you're going to be talking about the biotic components of your ecosystem. So let's take a look at that assignment together. Oh, there's also a discussion board in here. So in the discussion board, I'll talk about that real fast. So that's what you're going to share is just one interesting or rare plant, animal, or fungus in your natural area. So this is specifically one that's in your area. And tell us about it. How often do you see it? If you have a story about it, feel free to share that. And if you're not sure, like it can be something as simple as a robin. Like it doesn't have to be something incredibly rare. If the robins are what you like watching, then include the robins. But you can share a picture if you have one. I've had some really great, interesting things that students have noticed in their natural area that maybe they didn't notice before when they were looking for it. You could even try finding a really cool bug. You know, it could be something as simple as that. Okay, but let's talk about those biotic components that you're going to be looking for. So this is your first long writing assignment in this project that will last the rest of the semester. This one needs to be 2/3 of a page long, single spaced, and make sure that when you are typing this up, there's not a long heading. You don't need any heading at all on your Word document that you're going to turn in. You can just put like biotic components at the top of the page, and then because it's linked to your assignment, I know it's yours. So you don't even have to put your name on there if you don't want to. So in other words, I want a full 2/3 of a page. I don't want 6 lines of a header that you're using up some space with, okay? So you're going to turn it in as a Word document that you're going to use this little editor to submit by uploading that Word document. Okay, so you're going to tell me about the living things. That's what biotic means. So you're going to spend some time talking about the plants, and I've given you some ideas here, and the animals and the fungi and protists, although I'm sure you won't be able to cover protists. I mentioned that they're just too small to see really. But the fungus you might be able to do some things with. A lot of people forget when they're doing animals to do insects, so don't forget about those. And when you're doing plants, really get down and look at the ground, because a lot of people say, well, it's mostly grass, and don't realize there might be 20 different species of grass or little herbs that are in there when you think it's just one species. So really get down and look at the small stuff. Work hard to try to identify some of the other things that you see. This link right here will provide you multiple apps that you can download to help you identify plants. And then there are others that you can download for animals, but you know, most people are at least familiar with most of the animals that they can see. I don't expect you to go catching fish or anything like that, but you could look under rocks in the stream and see if you can find any bugs. And then, you know, just using like a Google image search will probably get you pretty close to the right species. So do your best and really try to figure out what's out there. Don't just say, I've got this line of trees and the rest is grass and I've seen robins and squirrels. You know, like I want you to look harder. Spend 2/3 of a page talking about what you see out there. You can also talk about where on the property it is. So if you tend to see certain plants or animals on one part of the property and not on the other, talk about that. You can also talk about time of the year that you see them. So there's plenty that you can expand on within these sections. So you should not have any trouble with finding 2/3 of a page to talk about the plants, animals, and fungi that are in your area. Okay. As always, you can send me what you've got if you want feedback, and if you say like I'm at 1/3 of a page and I cannot figure out how to get to 2/3 of a page, I'll give you some ideas on what else you can write. Just let me know. Good luck.